Audio test 1, 2, 3. I didn't hear that. One, two, three. Oh, idiot, you've got that muted. Oh, idiot, you've got that muted. Oh, idiot, you've got that muted. Oh. There we go. Successful audio test. Now that I'm actually using the computer the way it's intended. So stupid, so stupid. Right now. Set that up. Turn this off. Turn that on. Play game! Play game without voice cracking, ideally. What was I doing? Weren't we killing people? I think that was the main idea. Right, we just come home with a bunch of ships and I hadn't refit them. That needs to be done sharpish. Lovely. Well, let's refit some of the boring things while I wait for people to actually show up, yeah? Kanji. I'm going to use you. 1 credits die for restorations. Do I need to restore anything important and huge? To boldly murder pirates is more fitting, really. Well, we're going to try and do things more interesting than pirates. Is the thing. Right, that's not too expensive. You would be you're too expensive to restore, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay, no, so I can spend some money on cheaper restorations. So, stop having faulty power grid. Ha 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 ha. So, Trip Hammer. What does this look like? Oh. Well, that's quite nice, actually. Okay. I'm game. And it comes with ITU and armored weapon mounts, or at least, not comes with, it was built with, rather. Flux override. Okay. I think I know what I want to do here. Charity assault blasters? Those would be kind of... That might be too much flux, though, really, yeah? That's a fair amount of flux. Do I have more mining blaster type weapons at that range? That'd be fun. Just have it punch things in the face. Heavy blasters are kind of what I'm talking about. Having said that, there's a specific... No, the belt blaster is a large, isn't it? Nuts. Well, what else do I have? Besides an immense amount of things. Quite a few of which I probably don't even know what they do. Okay, so ordinary mining blasters are only 500 range. This thing operates at 650, though, is the thing. And 650 is a bit of a weird range to match to. Pulse lasers? Pulse lasers are fairly fluxy. Not sure exactly what I want to do here. Shield lance. What would shield lances be like? I've not used them, in fact. Quite a bit of point defense on this boy, really. I mean, I'm sure some of it can be used as pseudo offense, but do I care about having armored weapon mounts on this? Not particularly. Let me. You see how you do. Destroy this enforcer. Be a good boy for me. Don't cough and die on stream. Oh, that was interesting. Those were quite cool. Are you gonna shoot them again? Seems not. Man, even at relatively high dissipation, that trip hammer just fluxes you out really fast. I mean, the flux override helps you a bit, but not enough. I'm not sure I trust you to function. I mean, it's pretty punchy. I can't deny the effectiveness here, but, yeah, that is too much flux. I'm willing to bet that even with the distributor, well, it'd help. It almost lets you be flux neutral with the thing, so you know what, we'll go with that. And then I don't want you using this as a weapon, which you were doing, and therefore you're bad. Not bad, just not doing what I want you to do. Have this instead. That's fine. More flux! Yeah. By the way, there are some new channel point things. Anyway, Hanzhong, you've also got faulty grid. Christ. So, oversized mounts reduces turn rate. Well, that would explain the presence of advanced gyros. Okay, so those cancel each other out. Also has flux override. Sure, flak dischargers, what the hell? It doesn't have that much dissipation. I'm not sure what would be appropriate for the larges here. It'd have to be a low flux weapon. But not a lot of larges are. Well, this kind of is. Kind of. And then this will be point defense. And I mean, urchin suppressors by themselves aren't super threatening, but they are quite long range and will make for an interesting ship to jump on vulnerable opponents. I'd like to think. Well, Not unreasonable, really. Yeah, I think that's fine. It can't brawl, but it'll make for good support. Alright, Raven. So your built-in is the Talon Auto Rail. You're a cruiser. With rather good dissipation. Oh right, Fundays are expensive. Never mind. Something else. There, that's fine. And it's got a fighter bay too. Suitums are supposed to be pretty good. Let's use those. Show me how you run. Now I'm pretty sure that all the composite slots are effectively hidden until the armor plates come off. Yeah. It has to manually knock those plates off in order to use them. But while the plates are there, it serves as armor modules, so it's inclined to not do that thing. It's really quite an interesting design, in my opinion. The Suitums are rather good at just surviving, which I guess should not come as a surprise. That is kind of their whole purpose. Aw, Hero Suitum took a Reaper for me. So the anti-armor gun being used here isn't terribly strong, but the kinetic stuff is. It's certainly not a cruiser that's meant to stand up to other cruisers, at least not in my opinion. I'm sure you could figure out a build for it, but I think I'm happy with it the way it is. Nanzhong, I don't think I can use the Nanzhong. You're just logistics that I picked up because I need more fuel. Aristeus. Quantum Disruptor. And an interesting sort of backwards facing... Where have I seen this? I've seen this part of the ship before on something else I was working on. Where was that from? I think it was on old Cotter sprites. Well, it must be something vanilla and I'm just dumb. In any case, the Jaya would be a really good idea for this slot, I think. But so might the Anaximander or the Corp. I think I'm gonna go for Bigar's Jaya, though. Actually, ECCM is perfectly fine, come to think. Let's give you Varna PDs in those slots. And SIPDs in these slots, and then for these mediums. Something that hits fast. Ooh, Frasaris are tempting. I really like Frasaris. I might overuse them a bit. Just a bit. How about a Respector? And some more ordnance points. And a Frasari. I think that's an interesting little setup. And now I have to take off ECCM and axial shields because I need advanced optics. And admittedly more flux. Now I've never used the Aristeus, but I kinda like it. That is a bit too much flux though, isn't it? That is a bit too much flux. Something different, something else. This thing's interesting. Scatterbee. Okay, what are these like? I'm going to find out. It says it's something like a phase lance. Oh, what? You overuse your system a little bit, you know that? Okay, I barely saw that. It doesn't appear to have done much. I say, as you turn his nose red like Rudolph. Maybe it's having more of an effect than I think? It's a little hard to tell. Well, that's a fair spike in flux. Well, for a destroyer. I guess I'm not displeased. I know that this cruiser is mostly built around its system, and so it's not exactly supposed to be great with the weapons package. I guess I'm pleased. We'll work with that. Barricade P. I picked this up just because I didn't recognize it. Not right now. Apogee! Everyone's favorite. How many people started with an Apogee for their very first game? It's got to be at least a few, because the Apogee seems like a very popular ship. And I think it deserves that. It's quite a nice cruiser, really. You know, I'd love to see laser torpedoes out of this boy. Now, having said that, antimatter blasters I'm not so sure about, nor am I sure about the high-intensity zoop-de-whoop. Let's see what else we might stick on our boy. Now, dissipation is pretty good. Although our shield is a bit expensive. Over there with Legion XIV, meh. Paragon, I don't like the donut, I'm sorry. Griffin is awesome. Marinara? I apologize, Thiernan, what's the Marinara? I do really like the Griffin. I might just be biased because I like the Griffin mythologically. But I like the design of the Griffin as well. It's a lovely little ship. It's a Mariana. You're thinking of the Mariana. You did spell it a little wrong, it's actually kind of hilarious. You took it from Mariana, a marine term, to marinara, a pasta sauce. Somebody should make a faction where everything's just named after food. I love marinara sauce. Hey Zevex, how you doing? Marinara's pretty good, yeah. I'm game for it once in a while. Pardon me. Pardon me again. Christ. Been rocking the Special Ops Kingston lately and loving it. What's the Special Ops Kingston like, mate?
Pirates, help the Marinara is carrying away our supplies and metals.
Yay, it works! Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, that makes me so happy, you have no idea. You're not wrong. I'm glad that actually works. It's apparently got like a character limit for the free version, but I found another way to do it that may not have a limit. So we'll see how quickly the current limit gets used up. Yeah. 25% chance for missiles to not get distracted by flak over the normal one. What, it comes with ECCM, maybe? Is what you're telling me? Or maybe not an Omni Blaster. Something else. Whiny? Whiny.
What Nahal doesn't know is that this is all in his head and in reality he is sitting in a nice padded cell.
You know, that's not very nice, Darkfire. How dare you? Just the built-in hole mod? So it's not ECCM, it's just something else it comes with? Okay. Anyway, here's our apogee. Let's test it out. It's been a long time since I've used an apogee, actually. New favorite word? What is my new favorite word? I'm sorry, did I say something and then forget what I said like seconds later? That laser torpedo. Oh. No, I just have a slight stutter issue that shows up sometimes. You'll have to forgive me. I mean, you don't have to forgive me, but you could. So this is working pretty well. I like the laser torpedo especially. It's fun. Although I do feel like the Apogee is overusing it a bit. You don't have to fire it constantly, mate. That reel will go through all 15 in no time, but that's okay. I'm not going to use... Well, actually, you come with salvage and surveying. Never mind, I am going to use you. I was about to reject you and then you changed my mind. That's impressive. I like your spunk. Spandex missile racks? I could, but I kinda scraped OP together as it is, so I'll leave it for now. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think... That's all that needs to be done there. Omicron! Oh, you come with a... you... Oh. The game crashed. RG Heracles from Communist Clouds, probably. So, here's what I've learned, okay? See, here's the thing. I have a memory. I know the game has crashed for looking at something called high-quality drone bays before. And that's what I just attempted to look at and the game crashed. So pardon me while I try and figure out what the Omicron comes from. As I relaunch the game. Because whoever it is who made the Omicron is a dirty something. I don't know. They're just dirty in general. And now I've got to look through a whole bunch of mods and try to figure out who it is who just got me up the arse. Well, I don't think it's any of the, like... It wouldn't be any of the, Yeah, it doesn't help. I don't think it would be anything of the ones on the mod index, because those, I think, are commonly used enough that surely it would have come up by now. So, who is doing this to me? Maybe it's you. No? Well, the smallest thing you've got is a variant for the Gemini. Okay. It's gonna be one of you. I'll find you eventually. The game is loading back up, by the way. It's just being slow about showing you the fact that it has a loading bar. Common wheat, perhaps? Well, it doesn't say it includes any frigate. Well, it has these. But the Omicron is not among them. So that's not it. That doesn't possess the Omicron, although that is a cool looking ship. I don't think I have that downloaded. Maybe it's this? Found you! It is Ventura Shipworks, which is... Well... Let's see if there's anywhere in the thread where it mentions. Where... he fucked up. No, nobody's mentioned that it crashes, so let me take a look at the Starsector log and ensure that it is actually my fault real quick. Because, you know, I might be the only one having the problem because I did something wrong. It's always possible. Oh right, I've started the game so I can't... Can I look at the previous log somehow? Maybe via this? Not really. Oh well. Well, I'll just have to look at it later. In the meantime, I'm going to have to avoid Ventura Shipworks in future, I think. Didn't you know that existed? It's got a few nice things. Well, it doesn't mention anything about... I don't want to report this if there's a chance it's only me and it's because of something I did wrong, right? You know? So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to download the latest version of this mod and try that again. I'll install and try it. Oh, thank you, Zemex. How very sweet of you. Because what I wonder, right, is it maybe a mod conflict of some kind that I'm just not aware of? Pros of Laurel being inconsistent can be pleasantly surprised by Starsector streams. Cons, no actual schedule. Yep. Sorry about that. When life becomes more stable, so will I. Until then, you have to put up with this. Well, that's a bit of a pisser. How much did I get done before it crashed? Let's quickly just scroll down here and put the Omicron in storage next to that. And also the things that I decided I wasn't going to use. Okay. What did I do with you? I think I remember. Just have to find it again. At least I spent most of my time just looking at weapons, trying to figure out what I want to do, and now I just have to repeat what I did. Although, as usual, I don't actually remember what I used for point defense, so I'm just going to slap random stuff on. It usually doesn't matter that much. I do remember that I put a distributor on this, though. Did I switch these out for something else? No, I don't think I did. Okay, that's the Kyanji. I remember. I gave you urchins. And a point defense? Oh, right, shredder battery. I knew it wasn't flat cannon, I just couldn't remember what it was. Must be a conflict I can... Okay. Well, I'll update it. And I'll try it with an increasing mod list until I find out what the problem is. And then I will report that to Mr. Author. And then it's his problem and not mine. Okay, you know, last time I used a Lux repeater, but I wonder if there might be a better option. Well, shard cannons are nice. Screw it, shard cannon, all kinetic all day. I'm putting Fundes there because if you have to blow your armor modules off, that's the sort of thing you want to suddenly have all up in the enemy's face. Is a bunch of those things. And on that note, it is for similar reasons we're gonna stuff this with Ifrail torpedoes as well. Yes. Actually. Pardon me for the quiet, as I just redo all the things I did. Where's the Varna? I thought the Varna was more expensive than that. Am I blind? Here it is, not blind, just stupid. Now, I believe I used some sort of scatter laser thing here. Here it is, scatter beam. I don't remember what I put here. Custuses are fine, I'm sure. Clean you up all nice, yeah? Give you some more flux, and then I'm sure you're fine. And then I skipped the Kingston to work on later, and then I went over here, right? Nuts, for a minute there, I thought I was caught up. I recall putting a Shrieker here. And then I had a flashlight homing laser and a whiny, I think. Or whine. How do you... Does anyone know how that's supposed to be pronounced? I'm calling it a whiny because it looks like whiny, but that seems like a stupid name. Like, if it is whine, all fancy like, that would almost make more sense. There we go. And okay, now we're caught up. Lovely golden, moving on. Oh, that's right, I have a vapor now. You beautiful creature, I'm so happy to see you again. What to do with you? I can't overflux you. You don't like that. But there are certain kinds of weapons you really like using. And the Presari is one of them. Here you go, little boy. Now, the Versant. Versant's an interesting case. I like how this thing has sensible tuning. Using hull mods such as safety overrides or unstable injector will reduce performance time, and it had both of those on it. Just lucky it didn't also have the other two. Can the AI use the Versant system? In my experience, it does alright with it. I'll have to watch it and see how it does more closely since you mentioned. Pardon me. And again, I'm full of it today, aren't I? Shock views are obviously best choice. I'm not even sure if I'm joking. Automatic burst. Let's go with burst for now. Yeah. We'll stick a distributor on there as well. Interesting that this counts as a frigate. It's rather well armed for that. I don't know exactly what a test of fuel. Here, kill this mule. It's technically a frigate. It's just the size of a destroyer. getting close enough to use the bolide, really. Now he is. Sort of. Doink. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it is a frigate. Gust. Oh. I thought the pocket gust was nice. You're pretty cool looking. Interesting setups. Let's get you cleaned up. I think you're worth it. You've got a Wanzer servicing gantry, so naturally we're putting a Wanzer on you. Raven, why not? Virtuals make for amazing point defense. Now, unfortunately, oh, I do have enough micro missiles. Never mind. Here you go. I was about to apologize to you for not having micro missiles. Turns out I have micro missiles. I don't have that many points left. So what to do? Can't have too much flux either. Have to be kind of careful here. It's okay though. I wonder what this would be like. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Alright, Gust, show me what you've got. Seems like a bit of a razor's edge build to me, but hey. I love that engine effect. How do you do that? That vibrant effect. The Innocentis projectiles have like no impact. I mean, I appreciate they have homing capabilities, but plus they don't really range match. Then again, it can use them very regularly. And it homes like the SRAB does. And it can keep it up at basically no flux cost. I guess I'm pleased. Is there a better choice than the Raven? Valiant. Switch out for a Valiant if you don't mind. Other than that though, I'm pleased. Stormovic Mark II. Best cheap in game. Obviously. Okay, what's the maximum? 420. Eh? Not an amazing amount of ordnance points. You know what? What about this arbalest battery thing? What is this like? I know it's a very cheap large, but I don't know what it's actually like. Come here, you! Oh. Well, that's rather reasonable. You just keep firing. And it's not a horrible flux buildup, too. Okay. And you know what? No, I'm game for that. That works. Forcis antiphase. Very specifically antiphase as well. And because there's a phase ship bounty that I'm going to have to do eventually, this is important. I can only ignore it for so long. Very generous weapon arcs, but you have to have that against phase ships. What's a good anti-phase missile? Something that just says, I hate you phasing pricks. Something fast. Ooh, a starburst maybe. The plover would actually, yes, the plover. It's totally gonna waste the plover on some shielded ship, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna give it a couple of polarizers as point defense and make the larges the weapons. Not that it has a lot of ordnance points for weapons. What about a Warden PD? Hey Try, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Twin wave pulses would be kind of interesting, but I'm not sure if they'd necessarily be useful. Nothing wrong with auto pulses, of course. Anti-phase ship, yes, the ship system knocks things out of phase. Theoretically. Test you against an enforcer first, then we'll upgrade to testing your actual capabilities. I'm told I get to see a space cat in space here. Hello, Noffle. Technically, I've got my cat in my lap. Does that count? Right, the Eradicator lasers are shorter range. That's why it's not firing them. Okay. What if we used a Premzil and a dual Giga? And if I could stack advanced optics on that somehow, that'd be perfect. Can I meaningfully cheapen the point defense? Yes. Alright, with this setup... I didn't mean to click that. Show me what you could do against just an Enforcer, and then we'll move on to, say, a Doom. I'm quite interested. That does not seem to use up your flux very much. It's not doing much to his shields. And you are totally overusing that plover, you prick. You're wasting the shots. I should give you some other missile. I would like you to use the plover again. Well, even and then it's a bit too slow even for phase ships. So yeah, not the plover, I guess. Why'd you turn away? You had him! Don't miss! Okay. What about a Kraka instead? That's fine. And now if you wouldn't mind, where, there it is. Kill this Doom. Go on, Doom. Get closer. I dare you. Not that I'm trying to tell you how to do your job, Forces, but, weren't you supposed to knock him out of phase? I mean, yes, it didn't get close enough exactly, but still. No, it's close enough. Because your range is longer than I thought it was. Not going to murv him out of existence? Phase ships can handle most kinds of missiles. Something that auto-loads and tracks, like the Kraka, I think is ideal. See how it comes back for a pass? That's a good anti-phase missile. Something that comes back around because you dodged it the first time. And that auto-loads because they're going to avoid most of it. Well, you're certainly surviving. And getting in damage here and there. What's the range on your anti... Are you serious? You poked the mine with your nose. What part of that made sense to you? I would like an explanation on my desk in triplicate. Knock him out of phase! Or have you been doing that the entire time and it's just completely unnoticeable as an effect? Also, stop getting hit. Oh my... So I'm not impressed, frankly. Well, not that you haven't done damage. Either die to missiles or get mined to death. The Doom is a very threatening cruiser. This calls for attack laser spam. Ah, fuck you. That's an excellent point, sir. I'm not gonna spam it, I'm just gonna switch these out for attack lasers because it's a fair point. Spaceships don't like that. So here's the thing about that. This thing costs 11 less DP than a Doom, and I put up quite a fight. So, in spite of everything, I'm still kind of okay with that. Moving on, Pyrosta. I'm actually kind of okay with what you're rocking here. Do phase ships have decent armor? Not usually. The low-tech ones do, I guess, but low-tech phase ships being good enough for that to matter isn't common. Which is a bit sad, I suppose. But also kind of funny. Well, yes, but the Doom is a cruiser, and a rather expensive cruiser at that. Doom had better have some decent armor on it. Having said that, I do hate the Doom. What do you need a distributor for? You've got missiles. we should have his hall bar. Aw, good kitty. Yes. Now you get back to your nap. I saw there's a phase battleship. Gee, where'd you see that? Please don't let it be mine again. There's only so many times I want to be reminded that I'm not very good at my job. Well, I say that. I am getting better at it. Alright, there we go. That's fine. You're a cute little boy. Do your job. I don't think I'm going to use the tumbleweed or the ward law for now. In one of Oni's streams, might have been mine. Alright, so, Zoo class. The thing that's a broadsider, but also not a broadsider. Oni didn't have great things to say about the zoo, but I think I know how to make it work. Arcane Order and another Myosiran. Nobody who uses Arcane uses any other mods because that's just how it works. The front quest is always a sight to behold. Kinda. Now ideally the zoo would handle threats from all sides. It doesn't... Yeah, but that takes like stupid amounts of flux, so of course, you know, it doesn't. And it can't be blamed for that. I mean, what kind of ship would you have to beat in order to both broadside and frontside? Probably a broken one, so I don't blame it for that. A sphere. More versatile? That's probably true. So here's what we're gonna do. Right. Hold on while I get some point defense for this section. We're gonna make these front bore weapons awesome, is what we're gonna do. It's going to destroy whatever happens to be in front of it at the time. This weapon back here as well, by the way. Same thing. Just as soon as I decide which one it's going to be. That'll do. And then these... are going to be the nuts to your fighters slots. Ha ha ha! I'm a genius. See, now I have a ship that can provide a lot of anti-fighter coverage for the entire rest of the fleet and murder things in front of it. I'm gonna put GCI on it. Alright, kill this Dominator. it has more than enough flux to handle firing those 3 weapons. Good. Test against an onslaught, you coward. We always test against an easy target just to make sure that it actually functions first. That it doesn't do anything weird. Because we've had that happen before, where the ship will do some sort of really bloody strange behavior, and we have to rework it for a little bit because apparently I did something wrong, and it usually has to do with the weapon groups. This is just to make sure that it's working as intended. And isn't incompetent. It's also a good way to see, hey, can it actually handle the flux of its weapon systems? The conclusion seems clear? It does seem clear. I was just waiting for the explosion. I like explosions. I'm not going to apologize for that. Onslaught it is. Zhu has better broadside than the Conquest? Yeah, technically. It's just, what do you do with the front larges? If you had some sort of ballistic that could act as a missile system or that had really good tracking, you could do that. Christ, the amount of firepower an onslaught can pull down on you that quickly. It's impressive. Uh-oh. The Styrex is down. Bonk. Well, that was a good vent. The problem with testing against an onslaught is that the onslaught is built for 1v1. And so it's not always exactly a great test since you're always working with fleet operations. But that does mean that if you have a ship that isn't supposed to be purely 1v1 that can beat an onslaught 1v1, you have something special right there. And although my Zoo has taken some damage, gotta admit, the onslaught ain't having a great time anyway, either. Although that's mostly because it keeps dropping its shields. And the damage it takes on the burn-in. Whereas the Zoo doesn't have a choice. Yeah, the Zoo might lose this. Ah, there's the overload. Nuts. It put up a hell of a fight, though. I'm actually quite pleased. Right, Kingston. Because somebody told me this is actually good. Your system is that shroud thing, right? Well, I can certainly see how it can be a missile boat. It's sort of a broadsider, though. And you know what? That positively inclines me towards it. Love me my broadsiders. Let's see. These should probably be point defense. Well, they don't have to be. We could go really light on point defense and go whole hog offense. Then again, I really like polarizers as point events. I only got 3 though. Let's go whole hog. What the hell? Why not? See how much damage it can do. This is gonna not work. I don't care though. How tanky it is, the worst part is how slow it is. I mean, it does look the part for that sort of thing, doesn't it? What kind of flux am I working with right now? A bit too much. Although I haven't boosted it yet. Really enjoy the difference? I don't have that particular mod. It's like, I keep going back and forth with myself whether I think it's balanced enough to justify. The drones can, yeah, that's true. The drones can do that. I've still got ordnance points? Really? Kind of you. Huh. Well, okay. This ship doesn't have any missiles. Oh, what's that? Here's a whole mod that powers up your drones, which the Kingston is all about, and takes from your missiles, which I have placed none of on the Kingston. Gee! What a difficult decision! Kill this Dominator. Ooh, nice. Look at it's got engines there. That's an interesting little design. I like that. Carry on. Oh, it can converge a lot of those weapons. That's actually quite nice. You know, the poor Dominator is completely outranged. This is just going to be a rather slow death. Yeah, the Dominator tried to move in and got punished pretty hard for its trouble. Okay, what's your DP? Surprisingly high. Maybe not surprisingly, considering. Fight this onslaught! I'm sure it won't go as badly for you as it did for the zoo. I say that, the zoo did really well. Got it down to less than half. With any kind of escort, the zoo would have won. The Kingston does have shorter ranged weapons than the Onslaught, so this may go badly. Yes, rotating drones. That's actually the best thing you could do against this. Do have to get a bit closer. Don't just use your sepsis. Get the Karas in there. This isn't gonna work. You think you're outranged and you're not willing to close a little bit and use your weapons. You think you're outranged. You are outranged, but give it reckless override? Ooh, good idea. Also, would an eliminator order make the difference here? The eliminator order would not make a difference. Okay. You are hereby under orders to destroy everything. What mod that ship from? Pearson. I don't... Does Pearson have a foreign release? I know it's on the Discord. Pearson Exotronics. It's a mod that does fancy coding magic with drones, as you saw. Tigger, give back the headphone cord. You're adorable, but don't do that. You're gonna strangle yourself. But you want to go into the comments and find the beta? Okay. Well, that's working. It's working surprisingly well. Only the Kingston could vent in the face of an onslaught and not have to worry about it. Shield drones, man. Oh, what's that? You destroyed my shield drones? I'm just gonna spit it right back out. Well then. That was a slaughter. Oh, finish your food. Thank you. Because it just needs to get in. I'm gonna give it aggressive, but not reckless. And we'll see how that goes. Surprisingly strong, I approve. And now, the fun part. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Right. Now this comes with the Wanzer gantry, so it's a bit of a shame to not use it. I don't have a lot of Wanzers though. I think I've mostly got Valiants. Which, you know, aren't bad. By any stretch of the imagination, but... Is that Sip Shepherd for the main? Yes, it is. Somebody else created this a long time ago, and I'm the one responsible for updating it and bringing it back into glory. With some help from some other people in terms of making sure it works. Now what's important here is how the modules are armed, not so much the main bit. It comes with dampened mount. And it counts as a cruiser, technically. for purposes of mods. Okay, we've got 3 small missile hardpoints on every module. So I need 12 of something nice. Popping cherry, maybe. Unfortunately, I don't have 12 micro missile launchers. Oh, the enkindle is better than I thought. Nice. Ooh, magic box, absolutely. Oh, Christ, it's 4 on these. Fortunately, I still have enough. What's the advanced avionics hull mod? It's an old Diable hull mod. It's not actually used anymore, but the code is still there. So what it does is that at first the ship isn't very accurate, but every 60 seconds it gets more accuracy and more engine acceleration as well. Basically, it has a boot up time. That's what it is. Now then, what for the hybrid smalls? These have to be defense. How many Birchals do I have? Ooh, Wine A would also be nice. I got plenty of Birchals, screw it. I've only got 4 Ulans. And I know I'm gonna put them. No, that's the wrong thing. Ordnance and missile expertise. Yeah, you definitely want one or the other. Gunnery implants are just so good as well, even with beams. Gunnery implants are great. Range increases for the win. Right. Now, what for the broadsiding larges, and what do I want to do with the medium hybrids? Maybe a pair of ultra autocannons? Put the longest range stuff in the back here. Rather than piloting a low-tech slab. Fair enough. In terms of like low-tech slabs, I think my favorite would have to be the Vendetta. But the Vendetta has like a lot of missile slots, even a system to back it up, so you generally want missile expertise there. My cat has turned into an ooze and is just oozing down my lap here. It's kind of adorable. Let's do Devastators. At least one polarizer, because they're just really good. In terms of point defense. Lazy Horn warps for the front, I think. SRABs, yes. SRABs on the front. ish mounts, I think. Because they don't have the flex for tungsten guns? I mean, that's true. Vendetta is best as long-range support, personally. You get more susceptible flanking than a good old onslaught. I just really love the Vendetta's design aesthetically. So, I mean, there's my 2 cents. I'm just a sucker for the way it looks. Admittedly, the way things look tends to be a big deal with me. Okay, that's those 2 modules done. Kind of looking for a decent point defense here. Not sure what I want. Burst flags, perfect. Burst flag here? Would it even reach across the hull? I'm not sure. What's the range on these things? So yeah, fair enough. I mean, I have to give it ITU. Well, we'll give it something cool for the large universal, but I haven't decided yet. Does this get counted as multiple ships? No, it gets counted as one ship that costs an immense amount to field. I have to remember the dampened mount is here as well. Tigger, darling, you've oozed all the way off my lap. Let me help you back up. That's true, the Vendetta kinda can, to a certain degree, not have to worry about the guns being stopped. I almost said that sentence correctly. The offer would be super nice. The thing you have to be careful about, right, is that hull mods on the main ship don't apply to the modules. So you gotta kind of plan around that. There we go, that'll do. What's the order hull mod from? Automatic orders. Automatic orders is a wonderful mod, and I will always recommend it. It gives you a lot more control, and ability to tell the AI what to do, I think, is the main thing lacking in the game right now. At least I think. 5 mediums, eh? What are we gonna do for the larges? Yeah, the fact you can decide personality is definitely one of the biggest pluses. Tigger, are you okay? You keep just oozing off of whatever you're napping on. You've been mostly just sleeping late. Ow! Your claws! That's not where those go! Get them out of my thigh! Here I am being like, concerned about you for your age. I love you. You're a good kitty. Just... Yes, you're adorable. Be good, alright? Stay safe. What was I talking about? I don't remember anymore. Let's pretend I was saying something intelligent, yeah? Life would be boring without them. I adore my cat. I'm not going to handle it well when she's done, and unfortunately she is getting up there in age. So I'm going to stop thinking about that now and focus on the game. Devastators. Was I using Devastators? I was using Devastators. I think that works fine. Let's spike the dissipation. Then what to do with these 5 mediums? I'm out of polarizers. Well, let's put some lazy horns here for point defense. And burn drive after that frigate. Yeah, that's never ideal. I could just do state support. Pardon me. Alright, sorry, I'm here. I got a call to remind me that I was supposed to be somewhere and I forgot. So, that's nice. And I'm here instead, because I'm so good at life. but at least I get to play, you know, Starsector. So I have that, right? Right? That makes it all worth it. I think. Probably not. Right? Let's just boost the capacity of these. And I need to set the weapon groups. I'm just gonna go auto, and then I'll change things if I notice problems. What is CEPC? It's an energy blaster type thing from SAD. I personally really like it. I don't use shadow yards because I don't like the way they look. Admittedly. I apologize again. I'm getting another call. Okay, so, actually, never mind. The stream is now going to end because I was supposed to be somewhere else, and I have to go and do that. They're being a bit generous with me considering that I'm not there right now. So, I'm going to leave. I'll do this more when I get back? Maybe. I know Oni will be streaming, so maybe not. We'll see. After the stream, I know this is my own fault for not paying attention to my own schedule, so I apologize. To myself and to you. uh, well, thank you for coming and watching me in any case. We'll see whether the Heresy Fit works later. Have a good day.